Good day viewers, I am Okocha Marcel and this is my channel. As the court will commence the hearing of the first respondents, which is the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC, it is important to review the INEC legal team's performance so far in these ongoing court proceedings. Remember that at the time, the INEC legal team told the election petition that Atiku, even though he scored the highest number of votes, shouldn't have been declared president because he did not score 25% vote in Abuja. And the judges asked the INEC legal team, is it your own personal opinion? The legal team said no. This is according to the law. And what that means is that INEC declared Tinubu president illegally, because if the legal team could stand in the courtroom to say that Atiku did not score 25% vote, that even though he scored the highest number of votes, that he shouldn't have been declared winner, that is to say that even though Tinubu also scored the highest number of lawful or unlawful vote, he shouldn't have been declared president. Listen to the PDP legal team led by Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Mike Ozekome, as he explained this.
The gravity of the infractions and mishaps that took place during the 25th February 2023 presidential elections, how many people were not allowed to vote, how people were restricted, the violence that took place, the general infractions that made the election not to be generally credible at all from any prison. You look at it, they made it clear. If one of them believes squarely that Tinubu did not win the election, and he makes no words about that, he believes he did not win. Some of them said he didn't score the required 25% of the votes cast in FCT. And when they asked him, is it your opinion? He says, no, it's not my opinion. It is the law. They should have got 25% of FCT to be declared president. So generally, there was that the INEC was hasty and wrong in declaring Tinubu the winner of the elections, because every evidence shows that he did not win.
Also reminding you that the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC alleged that there was a technical glitch during the presidential election. That was only their claim, that was only their excuse why they were unable to follow the law as stipulated by the Electoral Act 2022. But on the contrary, a software engineer, which is an Amazon staff, came to the court to testify that on the 25th of February 2023, that there was no technical glitch or glitches as alleged by the Independent National Electoral Commission. So we are going to see how INEC is going to reply to this. Since a software engineer and also an Amazon staff, don't forget that this IREV was hosted by Amazon Cloud Service. So we are going to see how the Independent National Electoral Commission legal team are going to defend this. Come to talk about the election rigging. There are some states that are more significant than the other, especially Jos, Benue, and Rivers State. These three states gave P2B a huge number of votes. It was visible at the polling unit. Everybody knows that P2B won these states. The statistics shows early that P2B was leading in Jos, in Benue, in Rivers. But what happened after the coalition before the court result is something that INEC has to explain. But unfortunately, the IREV upload offline have shown that P2B won these states. The INEC ad hoc staffs, those who uploaded these results, maybe they thought that it's not going to go online. But they forget that even BVAS allow the upload of election result offline and later transmit to the IREV online. Now, the election results that they wrote in state's capital, like what Wiki and others did, is something that is visible to the world. At the time, the British Broadcasting Corporation BBC gave a highlight on the investigation they did in Rivers State, where P2B won the election with over 100,000 votes. But during the result, they saw a different thing entirely. The same thing happened in Benue. In Jos Plateau State, Peter Obi was leading with over 1 million votes. But when the election was called, we saw the difference in the manipulation of the election result. So these are the things that if INEC had allowed the transmission of election result in real time from the polling unit, it could have avoided all this calculated rigging. So INEC is at fault, and we are looking up to their defense mechanism, what they are going to say about all these things. Above all, we are very, very sure that they don't have what they have to defend against this. Now, let us talk about the condition of election results. The Electoral Law of 2022 stipulated how INEC supposed to collate, transmit, and also to call the result. But they did not follow the process. Now, bringing you to the limelight of the Supreme Court judge between Adeleke and Oyetonda of Osun State. The Supreme Court upheld the declaration of Adeleke as the winner of Osun State gubernatorial election. And according to what the Apex Court says, it says based on the INEC regulations and guidelines, election result can only be collated if the real result agreed with the figure in the BVAS. You can hear that again, that the election result can only be collated if the results agreed with the figures in the BVAS and the ones transmitted to the INEC result viewing portal, IREV. So, if there is no result that was transmitted to the viewing portal, that is the IREV, that is to say that no declaration was legally made. So, this is the position of the law. The Apex Court, which is the Supreme Court, have affirmed this on this judgment between Adeleke and his opposition candidate, APC. So, the INEC also is faulty here. So, I think there is no escape for INEC from today, and this is going to be interesting. We are going to have interesting days ahead. But above all, we know that the right thing is this: Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not win the 2023 presidential election. Let's see what is going to happen about this in court today.
The bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, devices, and the results viewing portal, or IREV, seemed like the holy grail of the presidential election, and their usage formed the major basis for challenging Bola Tinubu's victory at the polls by other political parties. A witness of the People's Democratic Party, Hitler Muala, who is also a digital forensic analyst, that inspected 110 BVAS devices used during the presidential election in the FCT, insists that all the machines he inspected had their data deliberately deleted. The witness said during a cross-examination by INEC lawyer Abubakar Mahmood that it's unnecessary to delete those BVAS data because the FCT doesn't hold governorship elections.
Yes, that is another grave mistake that INEC made by deleting the Abuja IREV result, because it was alleged that they knew that it was mandatory for Tinubu to score 25%. So they are going to tell the court the reason why they allegedly deleted the IREV result. So that is the information about the defense of INEC today. Stay tuned while I bring you the updates about the court proceedings. Thank you so much for having time to listen to this video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Share this video to your friends, and above all, always come by for daily updates. Thank you.